I'm just trying to fix this issue with Allied Health that you might be aware of. Ryan and I have been talking about it. It's holding us up to get give Ange green light to get all the SBAT forms out. So Allied Health is one of the courses where they require 3 visits. So I'm trying to rectify that as well. But the biggest issue is this task here. It's infection control, and it says that you need to be observed by your assessor 3 separate occasions during your work placement. So basically on 3 separate occasions means one that's locking in that we need to go out 3 times, but really that then means that this needs to be done over 3 terms, and it's put in the cluster doc to be done by June, which is sort of approaching the end of term 2. So things aren't adding up there. So what I've done is I've made this just 1 occasion. So in the assessment book, I've just removed 2 of the checklists. So you'll be observed by your assessor in the workplace on 1 occasion. The training package says that you need to demonstrate infection control procedures on 3 times in the workplace. But what I've done is I've again made this 1, but in the placement book, in weeks 9 and 7, I've actually put a checklist in there. So your supervisor will observe you performing the workplace infection and control procedures that align with the requirements of the shift. It doesn't say in the training package that it has to be the assessor doing it. We are still getting the assessor to do it, but we're just getting the, I guess, the supervisor to do 2 of them, where they're just supervising doing the infection control procedures that align with their workplace, that are relevant to that shift, and they just tick off whether they've done it yes or no. So I'm using that to try and get 2 of those 3 occurrences in weeks 7 and 9, which means then we only have to go out there 1, which then allows me to release the cluster docs today to say, yeah, this cluster can be done by mid-year. And then moving forward, as I look at the strategy further over the next few weeks, then I can potentially try and get the Allied Health visits down to 2 rather than 3, which hopefully it helps. Yeah, so that's where I'm at with that. So that's what I've done today. So a couple of questions. One is, does anyone see any issues with that? 2, how are we looking for this year? Do we need to try and again, this is more a question for you, Em and Rooster. Do we need to try and look at something so that they can get this done? Are they still sitting on 1 out of 3 observations at this point of the year? Is it going to be too hard to get out there another 2 times, etc.? So let's talk about how they're actually going at the moment for this year's one to discuss whether we need to do something similar, or if we're on top of it, we can just make sure this is applied properly for next year.